Hey guys, long time no see. It's Sarah from I Swear I'm Stitching. Today is no, it's not February. June 13th, 2025. Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th. Sorry. My throat went dry just as I started talking. This is going to be all over the place. I'm going to do nothing in any particular order, and I'm just going to ramble and yeah, so here we are. Look at my hot mess hair. I don't care. It's that kind of day. Well, I don't care. So like I said, this is Sarah. This is Sarah. She is from I Swear I'm Stitching, and it's a Flosstube where I talk about mainly cross stitch, but I've done other things. I did not bring my knitting. I did knitting to show, but it's boring socks. Let's show you that I did like 5 inches on a sock. It means my sock went from a foot to a toe to a foot. It's not that interesting. It's nothing fun like a sweater or anything. Okay. So I have some FOs, I have some whips, I have some stitching, I have some quilting. I did a diamond painting. I did stuff. Oh, happy Pride Month. Yeah. I guess I'll start with the sad news first. We had to let our beagle Daisy go. Oh man, that's my Star Trek ringer from my phone. Like my kid is out getting treats for Father's Day. I work on Father's Day, so trying to get my husband a bunch of fun stuff like Father's Day weekend. So my college kid is out getting from a localish, a half-hour away bakery. It's the best bakery around. It's so good. Getting him a bunch of baked treats, and now wants to know if I want coffee. So yes, please. Even though I'm currently drinking one. There's always room for more, right? We had to let our beagle Daisy go. There she is. This was on the 4th. Our sweet girl. She was 12. She started acting a little weird about a week before that, and I thought the signs looked like degenerative disc disease, which is what our other dog had. Her legs suddenly went out. Our other dog, Amber. And, she was able to get the use of her back legs back, and she lived for 2 more years after that. Daisy started walking funny, and she wasn't jumping up on the couch, which is not very high. And then she started kind of like, oh my gosh, collapsing. Like her back leg, looked like her back legs were going out from under her. So, we were just, I made an appointment for a chiropractor because that helped Amber, and then I was gonna make an appointment for the vet. I got off work on the 4th, and the vet was closed, so I was gonna make an appointment the next morning for Daisy. But it turns out all day that day, my kid says she had been whining and just barking, just laying there and barking. And then at around 9:20 p.m., she had a massive seizure. Like full body, rigid, mouth open, foaming. And so we took her to a 24-hour vet in Washington, PA, which is like over an hour away. And we were there for 2.5 hours. And in the span of that time, she had 2 more massive seizures. And the vet said that more than likely it was something neurological, quite possibly a brain tumor. And that she also did blood work, and it turns out she had liver disease. And if we took her home to give her anti-seizure meds, then she'd need meds for her liver, and then she basically needs sedation, and she would just be living on the couch, kind of out of it, for maybe a few more months. And that wasn't going to be fair to her because she was a very active beagle. So we had to say our goodbyes. And one thing I'm glad about is that my college kid was home, and that my college kid went with me to the vet, emergency vet, because that's basically her dog, and she was there to say goodbye. So we got her ashes back yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It wasn't the day before, was it? Oh my gosh, everything's just blurred together. So she's home now. And it was, with Amber at least, we knew it was coming and we could prepare for it. And with Daisy, it was just so fast. So that's why I did diamond painting, because when I suffer a loss like that, I can't focus on my normal crafts. So I need something to keep my mind and hands busy. Which reminds me, I forgot something. I'm gonna walk away real quick. Oh, that's heavy. I apologize. Ugh, okay. So that's why I haven't seen you guys in like what, over 2 weeks, but I don't feel like I have a huge amount to show you because, well, I've been busy with work, so I did some knitting because I was tired and I could do that on my couch. Which reminds me, I forgot another thing. And then with Daisy's passing, I did the diamond art because I needed something to keep my mind busy and my hands busy, but doesn't require any sort of paying attention. There's no counting, there's no charts, you know, it's just this color goes here. Bloop. So that's the sad news for this video. I apologize for being a downer. Our house is very quiet now and things feel weird. Yep. Okay. On that sad note, I will go ahead and I'm just going to show you a few things I got for Daisy. So my good friend Stephanie sent us, for both pride and in honor of Daisy, this really pretty sun catcher, which I have to buy a thing to hang it up with. Isn't that pretty? Thank you, Stephanie. She also sent us a box of grief thins, wheat thins. So I call them grief thins because when I'm sad, I munch on wheat thins because they're crunchy, salty, and sweet. Isn't that pretty? And then I got these for both girls, one for each girl. I'm going to put in the little garden in front of our house. Let's see, put a laminated picture of them in there. And then in between these, my kid and I are going to make this. I got this, oh, they're heavy. I got this from work on sale. We're not going to do the design, but it's got the towels and all the materials, so we're going to do something and then put the girls' names in it in the middle, put that between the paw prints. Oh, eventually it made my next days off. Oh. Ah. Not today though. Not this, yeah, not this weekend. I work all weekend. But anyways, so yeah, so it's a little weird. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. Okay, so finished objects. Some of the stuff I did before, obviously, Daisy's passing. This is what I did. The diamond art. Oh, look at her little. Look at this. My kid holding her paws. She was so sedated before, you know, we got to go to the Rainbow Room to visit with her, and she was so sedated and on anti-seizure medications that she was sleeping. We call them beagle snores because they were so loud and funny. She was doing some mega beagle snores, and when she's really conked out, her little tongue sticks out. I mean, it might be a sad picture to some people, but to us, this is just how she would sleep when she was completely and utterly exhausted, like after a long walk or something. She was a good girl. But anyways, this is the diamond art I did. I'll also show you that if I can get to it. It's just a stupid little black cat and some flowers. And I think a classical painting. I don't know which one. But yeah, it definitely helps keep your mind and hands busy, diamond art painting. And then I made, so you probably don't remember, but I messed up one of these blocks for my Fat Quarter Shop block of the month quilt. And then when I went, so then I made another one. And as I was getting ready to put the blocks away, I realized I had messed up a second one. So all in all, I made 6 of these boxes. So I used the 2 messed up ones to make a bag. Cause see, this is supposed to be here, this is supposed to be here, so that it flows. Same thing here, this is supposed to be here, this is supposed to be here, so that it flows. So I just made a bag, and I'm not even sure I put anything in the liner. No, I didn't. I quilted it. That's just straight up batting. I was like, I'm just gonna whip this together real quick. I don't care. I'm not even putting a liner in it. It's just a little bag for random stuff, for projects or project stuff. And then I'm in the process of making a pride table. I was in the process of making a pride tabletop table runner, and then I realized I had no solid orange. So I thought, well, I'll just get some of my scraps that I have set aside for FPP, and I'll make like a small, just scrappy one, because I have enough orange scraps for that. Well, turns out I made it too skinny. My block's too small. I thought, well, it'll be a coffee table runner. Way too long for my coffee table. So I was like, screw it. I just turned it into a tube pillow. It's all wonky now because we've been using it. So it's just, you know, just a tube pillow. It's good for wrapping around your head. And then use it like, kind of, I can, not, of course right now I was not going to want to do it. And then I just cuddle it and lean on it on my pillow, on my couch. I think it'd be good for the car rides. I'll take it on our vacation next month and see. I used it, you can't see, but I was like wrapping it around my bottom half, obviously not this high, and using it to prop up my arms while I was knitting on my couch, because when I knit, when I'm on the couch in the corner, I can't do another craft but knitting because it's so dark over there. So this is comfortable. I just put my arms on there, did that. Cat's been using it to cuddle up on. It sits on the very top of the couch. It's like perfectly sized for that. So it's like a little couch pillow too for Pride. It's all, like I said, it was the stuffing looked better, but now that it's been used, it's kind of all, some parts are, especially in the middle where it gets bent. It's like all, some of the stuffing has migrated. But yeah, there's my Pride long skinny pillow. What else? And, oh, it fell on the floor. I'll put it over here on the table. I finished my giant, what's it called? Hunter Star baby quilt for my nephew, who's gonna have, him and his girl are gonna have a baby next month. So. It's a small little baby quilt. Pink, and like, that fabric is unicorns. And then just soft pink on the back. And the quilting Missouri Star did was called like Sleepy Time or something. So it's just like little swirls and stars. We used a very light pink thread. I sometimes will do the quilter's choice for quilting and thread because I'm like, I don't know. But I picked out I don't know why I said they did it. I picked out the quilting pattern and I was like, whatever thread you want. So I did light pink. So there it is. Super cute. As you can see, there's no FOs of cross stitch this week. Or this video, I guess. My phone is, making lots of noises today. Let me just, there we go. Let's see what else. Okay. So what else did I do? What is some of this stuff? Oh, I worked on, wow, this is like 2 weeks ago. I pulled out and worked on something different because I've been doing the same stuff over and over again. I pulled out my Gathering Acorns from Cottage Garden samplings, and I worked on that. Cause he's so cute. Though our evil murderous cat keeps leaving chipmunk bodies on our porch. And for some reason, Chipmunk's the only one she leaves us dead things, but when it comes to chipmunks, she leaves us disassembled chipmunks. Like I'll walk out and there's like a chipmunk body and a leg next to it, or a chipmunk body and its tail, a headless chipmunk. I'm like, oh my God, girl, please stop. I don't know why. Moles, mice, and birds, she just leaves the full body. Chipmunk, she's like, let me take it apart for you. Except that one day I walked out and there was literally just bird legs on my porch. I'm like, please stop leaving us gifts. It's so gross. But, let's see. What is this on? Do I have my cards? Oh, yes, it's on 32 count Lugana and Spooktacular from Bestitch Me. I'm using the Call for General Arts in DMC 1/2. So I put my key snap in a bad place. I couldn't do that last leaf. So I got these 2 leaves, and then I started working on his cute little tail. So not a lot done on him, but you know, some. I can't wait to get his cute little tail done. And then, let's see, so last month's kit was the fairy ring. Where is it? Where's my fairy ring? Where is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, I thought I had a different bag. It was my fairy ring from Boffy Threads, and my goal was to finish the cap of this mushroom for the month. I finished the cap and the mouse. Everything but the back stitching, that's all going to be done last. So this is all on the kit material with the kit fabric, which is, I believe, 14 count speckled. And then some sort of cotton, probably DMC, I don't know. But look, I got the cap done and the little mousey. Even without his back stitching, he's adorable. So yeah, I was like really stoked to get the mouse and the top done. I took this with me when I took my kid to the airport for his trip to Texas. And that's where I got a big chunk of the mouse done, was in the hotel. So cute. Still a lot to go though. I don't know why I thought this would be fast. But yeah, so I got that done. So that kit is put away for a little while, unless I want to pull it out for, you know, shits and giggles. And then didn't work on it, but I'll go ahead and show you. I didn't write that I worked on that, but I did. So for this month's Whipco Board of Woe, it's number 21 and 23, and number 23 on my board is my chatelaine, my Egypt Garden chatelaine. And I'm doing it on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. All the called for materials, except for I think I replaced one dinky dye with like a solid blue because I couldn't find it, and it was like, this is solid. It's solid dark blue. But this is where I'm at so far. So I'll work on this some point this month, and my goal is 200 stitches on it. So I'll be working over on this side. Just trying to finish up the page. And maybe I'll try to, I really don't like doing half stitches. I really don't want to do all these little flowers, but I think I'll work on those. And then inside of this, right here, this line of stitches, that, and see, that should definitely get me 200 stitches on it. Eventually. I still have, what, half a month? There's so much material. I fit it in my bag. Ugh. And then number 21 was my autumn barn quilts. Counted canvas, I guess it's called. I don't know what to call it. Autumn barn quilts from Nancy's Needle. Excuse me. Using all the called for materials, all the called for Karen water lilies and DMC pearl cotton. The only thing I'm doing different is one of the pearl cottons is called camouflage, and they're always like, take the green section to do like the green little parts. I'm like, I got sick of cutting up my camouflage to do that, so I just found a pearl cotton solid green that was pretty darn close to the color of that green, of the dark green in that skein, and I'm using that because I got sick of cutting it up. But my goal for WhipGo is one motif, and I did 3. So hot damn. There it is. I did that one, and that one. I think that's right. I think that's right. Is that right? Is that right? Is that the ones I did? Yeah. But see, like, in here, there's just green right there, right there, right there, right there. And it's like, cut up the green parts, like camouflage. I'm like, no, that's, no. So I just bought a solid green, because that's the camouflage right there. See how it goes from the green to, like, other colors? And those greens are pretty close. It's a little more jewel toned, but I think it fits in and works fine. But yeah, this, I remember the 2 or 3 days I was working on it, I was like, I'm just gonna keep doing it, because I'm freaking totally in the groove, and I'm really enjoying this. I think it was like 2 or 3 days I worked on it. So I got 3 more motifs to do, and I can't remember how many more times it's on my WhipGo board of woe. Let me see. 1 more time. So maybe, no promises to myself, maybe I'll do, like I said, when it gets called, it's just, the goal is 1 motif, but they're pretty small, and they get done pretty quickly. So maybe I'll just do 3, and then all I have is border to do. I mean, 1, 2, 3 borders. Skinny one, a big one, and a skinny one. But 2 of the borders are just, you know, like, nothing fancy, just straight, like, satin stitch or whatever, so. Yeah, when I'm done with this, I may look into getting another one. I don't want any with fancy stitches, though, because I don't think my brain could handle it. It took me like a year to get my brain around how to do this. But we'll see. I may put one on my wish list for Christmas. We'll see. So that WhipGo got called and got done. I just have to work on my shadowing to be on track with my WhipGo. And then my June kit that my little tiny decision wheel picked was Fox on Island from Luca S. Look how cute. It's gonna be a lot of back stitching or long stitches there, which I'm not really looking forward to, but oh well. They're so cute. And I did work on it some. Not a lot. It's basically the fox. Like, I believe that this is going to be his head. And this is all the kit material, which is a 14 count Aida and cotton thread. Maybe DMC, I don't know so far. Again, like my last kit, the cotton thread's been good. I've been enjoying it. Had no problems with it. But there it is. So far. hopefully I'll work on it a little bit more this month. You know, when my mood improves. I did, like I said, mindless stuff like the Diamond Art kit, and I did finish my nephew's baby quilt because that's just, you know, you sew the binding on and then you just hand stitch it, and there's no thinking, just hand stitching. So, and then last but not least, what did I work on? My Haid. I worked on my Haid. Literally yesterday and like the day before. And I can't get my tablet to, I'm gonna bring it up, but I'll give you the stats. So last time you saw me, it was at 19.49%. Now it is at 20.35%. So not a lot done. Like I said, I've really only worked on it like 2 days. And I did, come on tablet, work for me. I don't want to make a phone call. Okay. So I did 2,211 stitches. And it's on my Haid again. My Nefertiti artwork by Mandy Manzano. It's like double M's. Oh, come on. I just had it up because I was trying to prepare. I was trying to be prepared, you guys. But now my tablet's being a butt. That was right, Mandy Manzano. Okay. Oh, she's so pretty. She makes me happy whenever I see her. So like I said, I'm at 20.35%. And I did 2,211 stitches. So I did a bunch of the black, like all that black. A little bit of random browns, and then I've been working on this yellow. Yeah, this yellow. And what part of her is that? That is it's like over here at the top in her headdress. The golds and thing, it's right there. So how many pages do I have finished again, you guys? I think it's like 6 pages total I have finished so far. I can't remember how many pages there are total. But I'm at 20%. I'm going to be so excited when I hit 25%. I have no idea what percentage I'll be when I'm done with this page. But is that dirt? No, that's what happened. I started working on this at the start of the month, and then I put it down because I got pissed because, as you can see from here, like the shadowing, I had a bunch of dark brown here, like a bunch. And it was like off by more than I could like feasibly like, well, I can fudge it. Because, you know, if you fudge some of these things, they all blend together. Like, I'm sure that I know for a fact, there are spots in here that are completely fudged, but you can't tell because there's so many colors. But this was like a big chunk of just like brown, and it was way off. So I had to cut it out, and it pissed me off. So I put it down for like a week and a half. I only worked on it last couple days. Like, see the brown shadowing of the thread right there. But yeah, there she is. My gorgeous, gorgeous lady. And then I finally finished my, well, almost finished, my Pride table runner. It's a herringbone / braid table runner. I have to cut the threads. I quilted it. I have to cut the threads off the front and put the binding on. But like, that's why it's got all these random threads on it. But it's super long. See all the little threads, because like I just quilted like this, and then I stop, and then like, yeah, I have to cut threads. I just quilted in the straight line quilting in the ditch, and I used a thread called Over the Rainbow, which I've had for years, which was appropriate, I think. But yeah, so there's my table runner. I did 2 repeats of the colors. See how long it is. And it's just got a black backing, and I was going to use the black for the border, the binding, and then I was just like, because, you know, my mental space, I was like, I'm not hate cutting binding, I'm not cutting binding. So I went through my stash of old bindings, and I had enough of this from a different quilt left over, just like the perfect amount. It like, I don't want to say it was just perfect amount. And I didn't want to I wanted the blacks. I didn't want to distract from all the colors of, you know, the pride flag. But, oh well, so that's gonna be the binding. So I just have to attach that. Which I'm hoping to do today. And then Mindless Lady, hand stitch the back, because that's what I do. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. No haul. Just some very thoughtful gifts. My nephew, such a sweetheart, sent me 4 bottles of skinny mixes for coffee drinks. That one's got cinnamon dolce in it. And I've never had that brand before, and it's pretty good. I like it. So that was super sweet of him. Look at it. It's just got random fabric everywhere. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I feel like I showed you a lot, but it has been like, what, over 2 weeks? Just feels like I haven't done a lot because last week I haven't done a lot. I finished the binding on that quilt, and I did some diamond art painting, and I finally worked on I finally did some stitching the past day or so on my Haid. So, and of course the knitting I didn't show you. Nothing new other than the sad news and Pride. I believe, oh shit. I think Wheeling, 'cause I live near Wheeling, West Virginia. I'm in Southeast Ohio, so like Pennsylvania and West Virginia are like a hop, skip, and a jump away from me. That's why we went to PA to put my dog down, and the Pride Fest is in Wheeling, West Virginia, this Saturday. But I work. I wonder if my kid's gonna go. I told him about it. Well, I don't know. So that's going on, but I can't go. Bummer. So, and then Father's Day I work. Bummer. But I got my husband a gift. My kids got him gifts. I'm gonna make him a German chocolate cake before I go to work, because I close Sunday. So I'm gonna make him that. And then my kids are just gonna go out and get him whatever the hell he wants for dinner, because he is the best dad anyone could possibly ever have, and my kids are lucky to have him, and I'm lucky to be parenting with him. That's it. Work's going on. I swear to God, I'm pretty much full-time. I work like so much. Oh my gosh, I've been doing truck, which is fun but tiring, because we start at 6 a.m. Usually I get to work at like 9 a.m. So it's 3 whole hours. And then, but I'm not bored. It's like I'm unloading truck, and then I'm unloading product, and it's just like, it's the best day. It keeps me so busy. I'm not bored at all, like on a normal day. But I did offer to do the new truck next week, which is at 3 a.m. So we'll see how that goes. I told him I'd be willing to give it a try, and if I can't handle a 3 a.m. truck, that will be my last truck. But part of the fun of truck is, once it's done, once 9 hits, I go to the front for my normal cashier job. But because our t-shirts are there up front, I unload all the t-shirts and put those away between customers. And then they bring stuff to the front, and I unbox for them, like mainly seasonal items, while they're putting the rest of the normal items away in the rest of the store. And they come every so often and get a cart and take it away. So I get to see all the fun new stuff first, which this week was Halloween stuff. Yeah, you heard me, Halloween. We've got Halloween stuff out. It's a whole big explanation as to why it involves shipping delays and tariffs and Michael ordering early. So I took a bunch of pictures of things I wanted to buy. But then halfway through unboxing all this stuff, a bunch of my managers came and just grabbed stuff and set it aside to buy later. I'm like, we can do that? Oh, I was just taking pictures of stuff. They're like, yeah, this stuff's probably not going to come again. Because this is like, not traditional Halloween stuff. It's like, I don't know, it's like certain themes. I can't think of the right words. So what we get is probably all we're going to get. And I was like, well, shit. Now I got to narrow it down to what I actually want. And when I go to work tomorrow, set aside what I want. Like, I was taking pictures of all this cute stuff I wanted. Like, I want that for my bathroom. I want that. I want to get that set aside for my kid for Christmas. Don't want that. As you can see, it's a lot of animal themes and a lot of pink and black themes. Look, it's a kitty in a mermaid costume. You guys know I love mermaids. And then I thought I might get those for my kids. You know, black kitties. Because we have our black kitty. And then that looks like just like our black kitty. Green eyes and like the face. So I'll probably get that. I like that. There's a ghost walking a ghost dog. I want to get that. And I don't even know what I do with these, but I want them. I'm not going to get them, but there's like all sorts of ceramic pumpkins. And then I don't want this. I don't need this, but I want it. But I don't want it. It's just this giant ghost with a pumpkin for candy. He was heavy too. And then I want this glass. I want this one right there with bats on it. This one has skulls, but it also has freaking leopard or cheetah print, which I don't like, so I'm not going to get that. Yeah, I stopped taking pictures after a while. So like, there's too much stuff I want, and I'm not going to be able to afford it. I have to use my next 2 paychecks to help pay for the emergency vet bill, so I won't have a lot of fun money to spend. But I know for certain that I'm getting that kitty cat soap dispenser and the mermaid cat and the ghost with the cat. Those are the 3 things I know for certain I will be setting aside to buy. And we only got 2 of those, so I may set one aside for my kid for Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, working at Michael's is so bad, you guys. And then when I left that day, I had unboxed 2 giant U-boats of Halloween stuff. And when I left, there was still Halloween stuff to unbox. So the night shift girl was doing it. So when I go to work on Friday, there'll be even more stuff, and God knows if I'm going to want any of it. Kind of hope I don't. Because some of the stuff I unboxed is hideous. So ugly. It's just like, I'm like, who the fuck would ever want this? Which I'm glad about, because that limits what I want to spend my money on. Okay. What else? Work. My sad news. Pride. That's it. I think that's all I've got for you guys. Thanks for stopping by. I hope to come back again sometime soon. Oh yeah, I don't work next Friday. Maybe I'll get some crafting done. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. Work 5 days in a row. Oof, 2 closings. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have anything to show you on Friday. Maybe, maybe not. So that's it. I will stop mumbling and babbling, and I feel like there was something else I wanted to show you, but for the life of me, I can't think of it. Got everything off my ironing board, which is where I keep all my stuff to show you guys. I probably won't show you the finished Pride table runner when it's done, because as soon as it's done, I'm putting it on my table, because it's friggin' halfway through the month and I don't have my Pride. I don't have a Pride table runner. But you've seen it. You know what it's gonna look like. You've seen what it looks like. It's just gonna have a binding on it. I should be getting my last package from Fat Quarter Shop for my Block of the Month Dragon Fruit quilt. And it's border. I haven't even sewn my blocks together yet to make the quilt, to add the border on. I should probably dig those out, put them on my ironing board, as a reminder that, hey, you need to do this, and see if I get any of it done in the next week. I highly doubt it. But since it's the border and it's the end, I don't have to be like, I need to get this done this month because I have more stuff coming next month. It's done. I can just take my sweet ass time putting this thing together, because I probably won't send it off to Missouri Star to get quilted until next year, because halfway through the year, we've got vacation coming up in July. We're visiting my family in Vegas in September, and then boom, holidays. So I'm not going to have any extra money for quilting, especially that quilt is going to be huge. So I am not actually, I will pull that out, put it on my ironing board as a reminder, but I'm not going to stress about it. So God knows when you guys will see that quilt top done. And then I'm going to work on my June kit, hopefully, my chatelaine, hopefully, my Haid, hopefully, and finish that table runner. Those are my only plans. Oh, and then of course I need to make, with my kid, the memorial stone for our puppies. So I'll show you guys that when it's done. And speaking of which, my kids should be home soon with my coffee, and I made them get me a cookie and a Danish from the bakery. I mean, I know I sent them there for Father's Day presents, Father's Day treats, but Mama needs a treat too. Okay, sorry, I'm babbling. That's what I do. I'm so annoying. I apologize, guys. If you celebrate Pride, I hope you have a great Pride month. If you don't tell me about it. If you have anything bad to say about it, don't tell me about it. Just be on your merry way, and we will end things amicably. Okay. With that, I'm finally going to say goodbye for good and hit the stop button. Goodbye.